just sitting here thinking, and I'm still blurping, right? Right? You know, when I think about it and I talk about wordplay, and I was just talking about in the last video how most of us were given a shitty deal. We can just roll it back, right? To any one of us individually, and then you can take it from there. When a baby is born, right? A baby is born into a set of circumstances that's already in play and in motion before it even gets here. And those circumstances are comprised of many things, right? I don't even need or want to go into all of that. But if we look at our own story individually and we take it all the way back to the beginning, you know, we were born into a set of circumstances. Now, the thing happens, what comes about, is those set of circumstances are different for everyone. Some people are born into circumstances that can make you quite upset. Some people are born into circumstances that have them set up. They all set, right? But everyone was born into a set of circumstances. Now, can and do those circumstances change? They surely do. But they don't change mysteriously. And I feel like that's how we get caught in this loop of stagnation, right? We don't understand the power that lies in our own hands, no matter how shitty the deal was, to create change, even if it's in a small increment, and let it grow out from there. Change ain't easy. I was talking about that to a friend. You know, oftentimes I find myself in spaces where a lot of people do not want to or find it hard to deal with me. You know, say I'm difficult. I've heard that about myself most recently. It's like I'm not difficult. Change is difficult, even for me, right? And because I'm a person who has been through a lot of changes, but also decided to make an impact um, and make change with intention in certain spaces, right? That I see things can be handled in a different way, i.e. school, which is where I work right now with children. There's a lot of changes that need to be made there with our little people that's coming up, and they're going to be the next wave of our humanity, for lack of better terms. They our future, the next generation of us, you know, and what's being generated in them, amongst them now. You know, if I can create any change in that in my youth mentorship endeavors, then that's the intention. But they all just little, you know, the youth is just a little version of humanity. So it's like, you know, when does that change stop? Is it only for them? Is it on whatever, you know? I know that for one thing, as a person who decides to be any type of youth leadership, I can't preach to them any change that I don't want to go through myself. That makes me a hypocrite, and that leads into mistrust with them. And why they don't trust people now? Like I promise you, fam, kids can see straight through a lot of the BS. They just not able to say it. We remember when we was kids, right? The things that we saw that we couldn't say. That's part of what I feel like has led to some of our mental angst as adults. That same pattern of, you know, not being able to use your voice or feeling unheard. Things that we see that we can't say. Things that we experience that we have to keep to ourselves. Bottle up. No. Bottle's about to burst.